In December 1968, specifically in Tokyo, Japan, the strangest theft in the world took place. An amount of 300 million yen was stolen without bloodshed, murder, or the use of weapons. A crime that revealed the criminals' cunning and masterful planning like never before. One morning, at the Nippon Shurjin Bank, the bank's president received a message from an unknown sender. The letter stated, "Bring 300 million yen to the following location at the specified time. If you fail to do so, your house will be blown up." Frightened, the bank president immediately contacted the police. An investigation began to identify the sender, but there was no name, no address, and no clue pointing to who sent the message. When the time came to deliver the money, the police monitored the entire drop-off location as well as the bank president's house. But strangely, the delivery time passed without anything happening. The police assumed it was just a prank. However, the bank president didn't forget the threat and instructed all employees to remain alert and report any suspicious activity. On Sunday, December 18, 1968, the bank prepared to transport the salaries of more than 500 employees belonging to the Toshiba company. The total amount reached 294,307,500 yen, an enormous fortune at that time. The money was placed in 4 tightly sealed metal boxes and loaded into a small bank vehicle driven by 4 young employees. The task was simple: deliver the money to the company's branch before noon. But, somewhere along the road leading to the company, someone was watching the vehicle. Before the bank car reached its destination, a police motorcycle suddenly appeared in front of them. The employees stopped immediately. A man approached them wearing a complete police uniform. A cap, a badge, official boots, and even a handgun on his belt. He shouted loudly, "The sender of the threat has carried out his promise." He planted bombs in the bank president's house and blew it up. The employees were shocked by the news. Then he added, "There is a possibility that he planted bombs in the bank vehicles as well. Please evacuate the car immediately." Terrified, the employees jumped out of the vehicle at once. The officer began inspecting the car, inside, under the seats, and everywhere. Then he crouched down beneath the vehicle. Seconds later, he shouted, "There's a bomb under the car." He turned to the 4 employees and yelled, "Run! Get as far away as you can before the car explodes." Suddenly, smoke started rising from underneath the vehicle. Panicked, the employees ran as fast as they could, trying to get away from the supposed explosion. The employees hid behind a wall, bracing themselves for the explosion. But after a few minutes, they were surprised by an eerie silence. No explosion, no sound at all. They looked back toward the vehicle. And to their shock, the police motorcycle was still there, alone. The bank car had completely disappeared, along with the 300 million yen inside it. Moments later, real police officers arrived at the scene. Only then did the employees realize they had been tricked by one of the smartest criminals in the world. The police officer was the thief. He had sent threatening letters beforehand to create an atmosphere of fear and tension, perfect conditions for carrying out his plan. He impersonated a police officer and performed a brilliantly crafted scenario to lure the employees into the trap. They never doubted him for a moment, especially after hearing about the supposed bombing of the bank president's home. It later became clear that the smoke under the car was simply from fireworks he had ignited to complete the illusion. And this is how one of the greatest thefts in history was carried out. One criminal, a massive amount of money, and not a single drop of blood, weapon, or victim involved. Tokyo erupted in chaos as the search for the criminal began. 100,000 police officers were mobilized. Tens of thousands of reports flooded in. And the suspect list grew to more than 170,000 names. The problem was that every tool used in the crime was stolen: the police uniform, the motorcycle, and all the equipment. The investigators found many clues, but every single one collapsed one after another. Not a single piece of solid evidence remained. The crime was perfectly clean, executed with a cold, calculated plan. After years of investigation, only one truth became clear. The thief was smarter than everyone. 7 full years passed, and the case was never solved. The identity of the thief remains unknown to this day. And the criminal never appeared again. He never spent the money in any suspicious way. It was as if he simply vanished. And so, the greatest and smartest theft in the world was completed. A crime without a single bullet. Without a drop of blood. Just one thief, who outsmarted 4 men, the entire Japanese police, and the world for more than half a century. And perhaps, somewhere in Japan, the man who stole 300 million yen still lives his life in peace, carrying his secret with him forever. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Your support is important. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our new videos. See you in the next clip.